that some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulation. Some of you have come fresh from narrow jail cells. Some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom left you battered by the storms of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality. You have been the veterans of creative suffering. Continue to work with the faith that unearned suffering is redemptive. Go back to Mississippi. Go back to Alabama. Go back to South Carolina. Go back to Georgia. Go back to Louisiana. Go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities, knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed.
So I'm sitting here with Flossie. Flossie is known for his hip-hop music out here in Arizona. Let's talk about what MLK Day means to you personally as a black man.
Martin Luther King is one of our leaders, someone that you can look to for the unification of all people. So the idea that in Arizona, where the population of black people is so low, we come out and we all congregate and we're mixing. It looks like it should look. All different races, colors, creeds, out here celebrating a man that was all about putting everybody together and putting our differences behind us. Focus on the similarities as opposed to the differences.
This holiday means a lot to me, being a young activist and just about to major in public policy. I really want to change the world for the better. Martin Luther King did that for all of us. He made sure that we were not segregated, and he did it all in a peaceful protest, and that's what I want to live by and exhibit to the young generation.
It means for striving for greatness, living your dreams, living out your dreams. It means community. It means my people. It means revolutionary.
It means unity within the community, our community. It means progressing, trying to make a better environment for all of us, from every man, woman, and child of color. That's what it means to me.
MLK Day is pretty much everyone coming out celebrating what he's done for all black people, young and old, and, fighting for our rights.
The fight, you know what I'm saying, for equality, freedom, in our communities, you know what I mean? From the black to the white to the Hispanic. It wasn't only for the black folks, you know what I'm saying? It was for everybody who believed in the movement. So
freedom for African Americans.
Freedom for different races.
It means a lot to me. I'm actually from a biracial background, so I've never even met my grandma because of the racial issues. So it means a lot for the people to come out and connect together and, kind of put that aside.
Okay, and how are you living his legacy out?
I see color, but I'm unaffected by color in a negative way, right? I do look at people for their character and who they are, as opposed to what color their skin is. So I live it because in my spirit, everybody's the same, and that's what he said. Everybody's the same.
Everybody's the same.
I'm going to continue to live by what he wanted. He wanted peace and unity amongst everyone, so if you're able to exhibit that within yourself, you're able to execute what he wanted. So
right now, at this very moment, being out here and keeping the dream alive, so I'm helping just being out here for one. But me personally, I'm out in the community all the time, advocating for different causes. Black Lives Matter mainly, and then I'm just a representative for Black Power, period. So I'm always out there.
Living it just by, progressing as a man, as a father, as an activist in the community, as a hip-hop artist. I feel diversity is what it's all about. There's more than one facet of a person, and we're just embracing that. It's our culture, it's our time, man.
All the opportunities that I have right now, I wouldn't be able to have if it wasn't for Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks. All that, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be right here doing this march.
I keep the prejudice out my life, you know what I'm saying? My mama white, I'm half white, half black, you know what I mean? So I got the best of both worlds, and I live that, you know what I'm saying? So I just keep that prejudice out my life.
It's all about, he basically died so that we could have education. He died so me and you could be sitting right here, and there could be all types of races and all types of colors, and we weren't segregated, but I had to go to a different water fountain, when slavery this was not that far ago that this took place. So how are you personally living out?
Well, I just think, you know, even me, like me being birthed here, like my mom was like disowned by her mother, like just for marrying a black person. So me being here itself, I think I'm living out his legacy, you know what I mean, with the black and the white connecting together, being a young entrepreneur, $500 down, get you driving away, you know, just out here kind of on my grind, getting it, and spreading love on a day-to-day basis, you know what I mean, not spreading hatred, having peace. I think that's one of the main things that a lot of people, you know, don't really see when it comes to the racial and everything, because there's a lot of fights that go on here that you see on the news. When Martin Luther King wasn't about that, he was about the love. So start to walk with what he was saying, and not just, you know, the shirts and the logos and everything, but actually, you know what I mean, embody.
I like that. With that, do you feel like as a people we've progressed or degressed since the movement of the MLK?
I think we've progressed in many ways. I think we've progressed like laws. There's laws in place. There's amendments that have been made to the Constitution to include everybody, so on and so forth. But as a people, like the human race, I think we may have taken a step back, or at least the scab, or at least the reality of where we really are is right in our face. So maybe we didn't take a step back. Maybe we are exactly where we are right now. We're finally telling the truth.
Definitely progressed. You see a lot of interracial, you know, marriages out here today. A lot of people are able to be in the same rooms together. It's different from what it was 20 years ago. So it's definitely progress.
It's a long topic for me personally on how I feel. Just like with the end of segregation, I think that actually we've been moving backwards since then economically. But I mean, it's different ways you can take it. The glass half empty, half full type of thing. You know what I mean?
I think it's more progression than it is degression. At the same time, people are aware of the injustices that are going on as far as law enforcement, the community, the politics, and then we're aware of that, and now we're starting to do something about it. So at the same time, I think it's more progression than it is degression.
I feel that we have degressed. You know, society now, the media has put into place certain things that's negative on the African American community. We have countless shootings that should not happen of our youth. Like I said, I have my two sons here. I don't want my 9 or 12-year-old to be afraid of the police.
And I know Arizona was the last to get on board, and I think that hurts, man. It was Malcolm X that said you can't talk about progress. You got a 9-inch blade in your back and only take out like 3 inches of it. You know what I mean? That's not progress. This is some progress, but it's still a long way to go. And I think some of it is on us as a community. But like I said, man, it's great to gather around, express unity, peace, justice, all the things that MLK stood for.
We need an outlet where it's not just, you know, Jesse Jackson or Reverend Al Sharpton coming out when something's wrong. We have youth programs. We have the AXO program with competitions for children. We have the scholarships and sponsors.
I think Martin Luther King, man, his dream is for all people to be able to thrive. And thriving really looks like a lot of ways, from different race relations to economics, and really the economic side is what Hustle Phoenix is a part of. All people being made in God's image should be able to thrive. And sin entered, everything messed that up. You know what I mean? So we try to take back and redeem certain things. So work for a non-profit organization called Hustle Phoenix. We even take back that word hustle. Instead of hustling to take away from the community, we're hustling to bless the community. So we're a business accelerator. We take people through an 8-week course, show them what they need to learn about their business, give them mentors as well as different financing opportunities. You know what I mean? I have a dream one day for Phoenix for especially urban folks, minorities, to be able to successfully own their business and be a blessing to their family and a blessing to their community.
Well, this is Real Talk with Louanna reporting live from the Arizona Informant here at the MLK Day Festival in Phoenix, Arizona.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.